Providence, Rhode Island at Stevenson-Pinsent Field, where the Brown Bears, on a brisk and breezy day, will close out a 3-game homestand, returning to Ivy play, taking on a top 10 team, the Yale Bulldogs. Keep in mind, folks, that Villanova game, the temperatures were about 30 degrees less than they are today.
Yeah, temperatures about mid-50s, so maybe around 40-something there on the field as the face-off battle.
Quickly taken and scored! Right off the bat, Mac Rodriguez, the junior from Southampton, New York. Such a weapon for the Bulldogs just 6 seconds in. He goes straight up the gut and gives the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead.
Mike, he's so good at the face-off X, but not really known as the shooter. That's just his second goal of the season, but he has continued to get it done, and that's going to be a huge thing to watch today.
Turns to his left, wants the shot, doesn't have it as he was being trailed by Christian Johnson, and turns it over. Ground ball pickup for Michael Alexander as the Bulldogs swing it upfield with a nice play by Brett Malley. Malley all the way up, a shot save made as holding the pipe was Connor Terrio. Bears getting, it looks like Scandone, and now Corsi, a drive in front and finished. Paying the price, one of the Bears. It's going to go on the board as the equalizer, as a big hit on the end by the Bulldogs, but nevertheless, the Bears have tied the game at 1.
Yeah, Ada McLean just streaking through, a little speed dodge here, gets inside the defense, goes airborne, catches an elbow late, but able to get the Bears tied up with the dunk. 17th of the year for McLean, the Bears' leading goal scorer per shots taken. The Bears at just 22% on the season, not where they want to be. You want to be in kind of those mid-30s or higher. So see if they can get there today.
And dropped in, a nice move to drop the shot by Patrick Hackler. He was on the run and seemed to catch both the defense and Terrio off guard to give the Bulldogs back the lead.
Yeah, just another dodge down that right side. Hackler getting his hands free. A little bouncer past Terrio for his 10th of the season. Just able to get a little bit of separation here from the defender. Gets right by him, and again, you got your hands free, you're in that close, it's almost automatic. These guys are that good. Battled some wrist issues, had some surgeries, and he's just starting to heat up and get back to full strength.
On the right side, feeds it in front, one-time shot, turned away by Terrio. Ensuing possession, and now here's Wertheim on the right side. And Wertheim and Kelly missed a couple of matchups the last couple games. Wertheim on the run, saved by Paquette. Ball on the ground in the crease, and Paquette will pick it up. There was a crease violation on the Bulldogs, says the official.
Pisano, one of those guys, has been called a possession ender, and you can see why, mine. Very active out there with the ball, but the Bears get it right back again. Wolfram.
And Wolfram after the lock hit. Sweeney, the drive and the score! Bears tie the game at 2, and it all came from a caused turnover on a well-timed check in the midfield by Ben Locke and Wolfram.
Yeah, Bears have been able to hold their ground so far here defensively, keeping Brandow and the Bulldogs mostly at bay.
Brandow being chased, gets the pick over the top, the drive, and the score! Krevsky got his hands free out from range and was able to skip it past Connor Terrio, and Yale has regained the lead 3-2.
Yeah, pretty lucky. It was very close to being a moving pick behind the goal. You could hear some of the fans here yelling for it, probably some of the Brown staff as well, but Krevsky does well on that shot. His 16th goal of the season. Hands free, able to step down into it and beat Connor Terrio for the 3rd goal of the game. Bulldogs back with the lead.
Stop. Scandone thought about getting his hands free on the run. Nowhere to go. On the doorstep, a good feed, a shot, another save by Paquette. Oof, that might be a push. Nope, it's going to be Yale ball. Scooping up the ground ball, Monfort will come away with it. And here comes Yale right to left.
Really nice work out of Paquette there. Makes the save and then gets good physical challenge. But
the
Brown ride comes through.
Corsi from Locke. It's the second time Locke has caused a turnover. Drops it to X. Wolfram comes back to McLean. Looks to pivot. Uses the pick. Drives a shot and scores! A brilliant pick set by Jack Kelly allowed McLean to get his hands free, and he has his second goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, McLean, a man on a mission here today after not scoring one against Villanova on Monday. Gets that dodge going and rips it past Paquette. Second goal of the day for McLean, his 18th of the season, and you can see how deadly he is. And that was a fearless play by McLean. He knows he's going to get popped at the end here. Don't really see it in the frame there. He got drilled well within legal contact, but still able to deliver that type of shot.
They release over the top. Again, Demert able to check up to Krevsky. Back up top again, hands free. Solberg, the finish. 4-3 Yale. Whew, that ball had some heat on it.
Oh, some high cheese there as Logan Solberg gets his 4th of the season. An absolute rip top shelf there to beat Connor Terrio. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs, who continue to be fairly efficient here on the offensive end. That's their 4th goal on 10 shots here so far this afternoon.
Yeah, 2 saves for Terrio, 3 for Paquette down the other end. Yale leading 4-3 in what has been a much more high-scoring affair than we saw on Monday. As
guys all over his hands, a lot of people in front of him.
Tough pass, hits a stick. Behrens picks up the ground ball. Was unable to handle it was Krevsky, but he'll get it back very quickly from Behrens. Krevsky over the top, step down, shot save made! Terrio sprawling down, ground ball pick up quickly by the Bulldogs, and looks to get a step, wanted to get his hands free, couldn't, was being well tracked.
Down to 10 here for the Bears.
Hughes nowhere to go again, goes over the top. Fake spin, Scandone turns, drives a shot, and it's saved in the end by Paquette. Bears have their personnel organized with now Corsi, Hughes, and Scandone, the Bears' top midfield unit. Of course, the attackmen remain McLean, Locke, and Wolfram. Bounce shot, Paquette makes another save, ball on the ground. Corsi couldn't quite get the pickup. Paquette did, out across midfield. And looped over to Cool on the left. Good look, turn, shot, whipped wide on the quick wrists of David Anderson. Airmailed the pass, but going high was Wolfram. Under 10 on the shot clock. A drive by McLean, saved by Paquette. Ball on the ground, picked up and scored! Dimitri found himself as Johnny on the spot on the ground ball pickup following the Paquette save. Ties the game at 4.
Well, not just a pickup, but what a quick release there by Dimitri on the inside as everyone was looking at where that ball was going to be. Dimitri able to get to it first and blast it past Paquette to even things up at 4 apiece. Just the 3rd goal of the season for Forrest Dimitri, and his first goal that's not a man-up goal.
Yeah, just very quickly picked the ball up, got it to his left, and released the shot. Taylor and Blackburn, along with Valentini and Behrens, are Brown's 6. Kaib on the run. Brandow connects, and there he goes into number 1, tied all time with his 5th goal, with the Bulldogs, 5th goal of the day.
Yeah, 20th of the season, 174th of his career to tie him atop the Yale leaderboard with Ben Reeves. And, you know, they call him the chameleon. He was doing a lot of feeding in the first quarter. They say sometimes they just need him to score. Gets a great spot there. Quick release. Nothing Terrio could do. Just a brilliant piece of work there by Matt Brandow.
McLean with Dimitri left. They rotate it clockwise. Wolfram for Burns, and now back, a drive and a save by Paquette. And Paquette had plenty of time to see that ball, Mike. Able to manipulate upfield with relative ease. Thomas Bragg on the ball. The Bears once again trying to hold this Bulldog attack at bay and keep this a 1-goal game. Brandow the dish. Bragg behind the net, dancing by the crease line. Feeds Brandow. One-timer!
And there it is.
All time, number 1 the hard way as Bragg feeds Brandow, and he is the all-time scoring leader at Yale and took a hit as play expired.
That was interesting. He didn't really take a hit. He just came down kind of awkwardly and was kind of grabbing his left side there. But Brandow's 21st of the season and record-setting 175th of his career, now the all-time leader at Yale.
And it gives Yale their first 2-goal advantage of the afternoon. Record-setting. Brandow, you're right, Mike. He just landed awkwardly, and the Bulldogs are ahead by 2. And Oaken will turn the pass to Cool on the near side as Yale completes the clear. Blackburn defending Cool. Colin Hart on for Brown now is a good takeaway there. The well-timed trail check.
Yeah, Tyler Blackburn. Oh, absolutely brilliant there with the trail check. They have another caused turnover for the Bears. There's 6 of the day.
Barons into the attacking third, works against Kibe, turns back. McLean drives a shot, another save off the ankle of Paquette. And he'll release to Corsi, already down to 20 on the shot clock, though, for the Bears once again. Ball dished, another drive, another save, this time off the McLean. Back to the action. We'll see what the Bulldogs draw up here with this attack going to work. Kibe on the left side with Bragg. And I think that's Anderson with the ball on his cross. Good look. Good slide by Brown's Taylor. And coming up with the loose ball pickup is he and Staton.
Yeah, it was a check from behind.
Tough pass, bounces down. McLean trying to get his hands free. Shot was blocked. It came in off of Max Krevsky and picked up quickly by the Bulldogs. Check that is Alexander in transition on the run. Brandow, the finish. Adds another one as he's had himself a first half hat trick to give the Bulldogs now a 7-4 lead. Mike, that is a double whammy if you're a Brown fan.
Yeah, it's a natural hat trick for Brandow. All 3 of the last 3 have been by him at 4:34, 8:45, and now 14-14 of the second quarter. He has all 3 Yale goals this quarter as well. Now working on a 4-point afternoon, and that's 3 goals, Mike, on just 4 shots.
Brandow on the wing. He'll be defended by Taylor. And looks like he wants to take it on the isolation. Wants it himself. Puts on a step and scores! On the run! He isn't the best attacker in the nation for nothing, folks. And Yale leads 8-4.
Well, Coach Shea saying, he's not the strongest guy. He's not the fastest, but he could do a lot very well at that time, putting on a display, able to get the step on Trey Taylor. 4th goal in a row for Brandow, 2 in the final minute of this second quarter.
Near wing Anderson turns it back up top. Bragg from Krevsky, under 20. Another drive this time, coming away with it. Over the top, the pass by Terrio misses Witt, and Yale will come up with the pickoff.
Again, this is a high-flying Yale offense, 2nd in the nation at almost 16.5 goals per game.
Another finish. The Bulldogs starting to pour it on here. They have now scored 6 of the game's last 10 goals and have run it to 9-4.
20th of the season for Anderson. Has had a little hesitation there before releasing it. A little fake, and that got Terrio to slow down on his motion. There it was at first. Great fake there by Anderson. Another 20-goal scorer for the Bulldogs.
9-4 with 12:22 left here in the third quarter. It's gut check time for the Bears, Mike.
Yeah, it certainly is. And, with the struggles they've had at the faceoff X is another goal for Machado Rodriguez.
Wow.
And that sends the Yale bench into jubilation, Mike. Second time today he's been able to win it clean and take it all the way in.
Yeah, and you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, not necessarily what has been his bread and butter. He's actually going to head off. He took a little bit of a tumble at the end of that one, and I think they're going to send out Nicholas Ramsey as, he took a kind of a spill at the end on the trail check.
2 goals in 6 seconds, though, for the Bulldogs, Mike. This is something they did against Lemoyne, too. Obviously that was a big win for them, 21-10.
Again, Brown all-time has the mark against Yale, but last couple seasons, the Bulldogs have been in control of this rivalry. Ball played on the doorstep for Scandone. A great release and find by Kelly. Scandone on the doorstep stops the bleeding, and the Bulldogs lead is down to 5.
That's the first goal for Scandone in a Brown uniform. The transfer from Drexel getting it done. Gets the Bears within 5, but here's where the Bears are going to have to go on a run, something that they've struggled to do over the course of the season, going on one of those big 5, 6, 7 goal runs.
He doesn't have anywhere to go. He's being watched by Oaken. Turns on the double. Corsi, good closeout. Stepping up on the slide was Michael Alexander. Didn't give Corsi a lot of room at all. And the ball came popping out. McLean has it. Winds up and scores! Finishes the hat trick on the run, does McLean. And the Bears have 2 in a row for the first time today. It's 10-6.
Yeah, nice sweeping dodge there across the top from McLean, going right to left, dropping it past Paquette for the 3rd time today. 19th of the year for McLean, 3rd of the day. And gets the Bears 1 goal closer. Now they trail 10-6 with 8:44 remaining here in the 3rd.
Looks over the top, had Logan Solberg free, keeps it himself, tries to step in around Bean, releases to Cool, and he'll play it off to the far side. Stepping it up is Bragg. The quick release from Brandow saved by Terrio, and the Bears will look to clear. Paquette to his left. Pass comes ahead, 5 seconds left. Nice dodge in the midfield by Krevsky, but now double teamed by Blackburn and Sweeney. Keeps it himself, saved by Terrio. On the loose ball, a score! Anderson, the scoop up. Terrio was up high, tried to close down the angle, but Anderson, the finish. And Yale back on top by 5.
Yeah, Anderson getting it done as well. 2nd of the day for him, 21st of the season, as he was able to clean up the mess in front for the Bulldogs.
11-6 Yale, as there's a timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2 with 7:17 left here in the 3rd. Bulldogs in control. Anderson, the finish. Yale's been much more effective at controlling their ball when they've had it.
Paquette's been solid as well. 9 saves already, making
Make it
10 now after that one. And
loose ball on the near wing, stepping in with the pole and scooping it up is Eric Platten. And now Yale will look to once again double up the Bears. They lead by 5. The release comes over the top for Christian Johnson. He's on the run. Step down, scores! Drove it right over the shoulder of Connor Terrio, and Christian Johnson puts Yale on top 12-6.
Well, Mike, not known for his goal scoring. That's just his 2nd of the season. An absolute rip going top shelf on Terrio. Making it 12-6. The Bears now doubled up. Watch this rip. Total step down. You can just sense that that's what was coming. He was getting ready, getting those feet lined up perfectly. Good form on the shot. And just a good piece of shooting there by Johnson.
Dodges to his right. Wanted to get his hands free. Couldn't. Gives it to McLean, who has a hat trick. He'll be followed by Michael Alexander. Bounce shot scored! Paid the price again. McLean has been a man on a mission and has been able to find his way to finish. 12-7.
Yeah, McLean that time attacking from X, able to curl around the crease. Got another little bounce shot to get in past Paquette. 4th of the day, 20th of the season. And it comes with 3:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. And again, paid the price. A little bit of a hit there at the end, did McLean. But the Bears are going to need some support for Aiden McLean, Mike.
I've never seen that before, Mike, I have to admit. Well, now the Bears will settle back into a man down. 40 seconds left on the Blackburn foul. Down low, Cool shot, score! A man up goal for Yale. Brandow to Cool, and it's 13-7.
Now just pinpoint passing again by Brandow, finding Cool set up on the doorstep. And Carson Cool gets his first man-up goal of the season and 19th overall goal of the year.
Over the years, Mike, you and I have had the opportunity calling Ivy League lacrosse to see some great players. Watch this pass. And a little late there was Charlie Cave getting to that corner of the box, but it's just great movement without the ball. I mean,
they've been down a couple of key guys, and he's been able to step up even more. And, a very unassuming player as well. Humble guy, good teammate, and the Bears finally get one back.
Yeah, Ben Locke on the rotation. Marcus Wertheim with the feed. Ben Locke the finish. 102 seconds remain in the 3rd, and the Bears get one back to make it 13-8.
Well, the one thing we know about a Mike Daly team, it's never going to quit no matter what the score. They pull within 5 there on Locke's 11th goal of the season. But again, the Bears are going to have to try to turn something around at the face-off X, Mike. Nice quick release there on the low shot from Locke. Good feed there by Wertheim.
Cool pulls it back, has Blackburn on him. We'll see if how the Bears change maybe their physical play after getting flagged a couple times. Oh, in front, and a finish off the pole. Jack Stuzen, the junior from Baltimore, found himself in a good spot, and the Bulldogs quickly answer to make it 14-8.
Well, Stuzen, first team All-Ivy last year as well. Able to get it done with the pole, and that'll be his 3rd goal of the season. And again, it's every time the Bears seem to get one, Yale will strike for 1 or 2. This time it's Stuzen with the pole.
Mike Daly out on the field didn't like something that he saw. I think he's wondering if Stuzen stepped in the crease from that angle. Didn't look it, but here's Brandow. 4 goals, 2 assists. A drive and a score! Hackler was able to sneak one through, and that makes it 15-8 Yale with 11 seconds and plenty of time left in this 3rd quarter for Yale if they want to get another make it, take it. But we'll see. Another look at this one is, again, hands-free for Patrick Hackler, the senior from Skaneateles, New York.
Not a ton of anything on that shot, but it kind of caught a piece of Terrio. That's one he's going to wish he had back. Down, I think it was 6-4
for a while.
And then Matt Brandow, 2 goals in the final minute to create that extra separation. That really seemed to hurt the Bears.
Cool coming across, able to finish, and Yale has doubled up the Bears again. This time it's 16-8.
Yeah, 20th of the season for Cool, going airborne that time. Able to drop that one in past Connor Terrio and push the lead up to 16-8. The Bulldogs now with the Bears doubled up. Just 53 seconds into this 4th quarter.
Well, Solberg scored to make it 4-3 at the end of the 1st quarter. And then the Bears actually tied the game. They tied the game at 4. This is the shorter man up, though. We'll see if they work a little bit more quickly. Kaib back up top. Brandow over to the left side. A drive and a save by Connor Terrio. Ground ball pickup by the Bears as Sweeney comes away with it. He'll go back across the field for Xander Valentini. He'll come to midfield for P.J. Bean as the foul was released. Big bull dodge as Bean says, ho, to X for Wolfram, who's been held off the scoreboard so far. Releases for Jack Kelly. Dances left side of the box. There have been a couple of shot clock violations on the Bears. Wertheim, hands-free, Paquette makes the save. The Bears back it up as Paquette has now made, I believe, 12 saves for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 11, 12, somewhere around there. And
yes, 11, sorry.
He's done a real nice job with those low shots today.
And X again, Wolfram turns, pivots, shot blocked again. Bounces wide.
Trying to bounce it past Paquette.
20 plus on the shot clock. Kelly swims back to his left. Bounce shot again handled by Paquette. Ball unsettled is picked off the air and run out by the Bulldogs as pulling his way forward comes Patrick Pisano. Over the top. Ball was knocked down by Charlie Cave.
Yeah, great deflection there by Cave.
And coming up with it is Brandow. Has the stick hacked out of his hand.
Cave again.
Yeah, and releasing to the near side comes Cool. Ball back up top. Brandow, good feed. Charlie Kai behind the back. Johnny Kai behind the back. Picked off again by the Bears. Valentini out across midfield. Bean, ball kicked to the far side, helter-skelter, turned over by the Bears. It'll be Brown's 4th failed clear, but the 2-man foul is released.
Yeah, 2 penalties released, and the Bulldogs are going to turn it over again.
Yeah.
Poor exchange there.
Hughes, no angle. It's cut off quickly by Brett Molly. The drive, caught Wolfram behind the net, right off the helmet. Got right back up. Wolfram, shot saved by Paquette, and the shovel shot off the rebound. Corsi trying to get himself going. Releases the pass. Lock for Hughes. Tries to dodge. Drives a shot again. Paquette. He's been sharp.
Yeah, 14 saves. Actually, 15 saves
15
now.
now, yeah.
And
His day likely over as the Bulldogs trying to get across midfield. Hackler, a broken stick on the side of Wertheim. Ball thrown ahead to Moynihan as the Bulldogs largely unfazed by that ride. Walking up, a save by Foley as trying to come through as Anderson. He comes up with a stop. Looks like they have Corsi trying to get his hands free. Works his way in and finishes. Couple of tough dodges for Corsi. Had a stick come up and catch him in the chin. But he's got the Bears' first goal of the fourth quarter.
yeah, it comes late in this one. The Bears still down by 7. Corsi with his 9th of the year.
We'll step aside. We are a little more than 4 minutes, a little less than 4 minutes, I should say, left here in our final quarter. 16-9, Yale in control.
You know, Yale 16 goals on their 45 total shots. Not a bad day at the office as well.
Now they came in averaging 25 points per game. They're at 23 right now with 16 goals and 7 assists. Bears get a takeaway. Blackburn to the right side, and now Samari Staton will sprint upfield, releases to P.J. Bean. Bean bowls his way, pushes the pass. Wolfram from Wertheim and the finish. Check that, it's locked for Wertheim, and the Bears have got another one at 16-10. All started on a great clear between Staton and Bean, Mike. Numbers that might not show up on a score sheet, but boy, what a finish for Wertheim.
But again, another example, the Bears just not quitting no matter what the score. They're going to push it, try to get something in there in the end, and Wertheim able to get his 4th of the season. Again, after missing the last 2 games, he was kind of day-to-day. Bears weren't sure if they were going to even have him, but it's a nice job sticking the corner there, beating Paquette up top. Efficiency,
and when we talked to Andy Shea, we were wondering could they get some good play out of their goaltender. Well, they did. They stopped Corsi. They weathered the Aiden McLean show to an extent.
Well, they didn't really let any of the supporting cast get going either, and that was another stop, and they didn't want Theriault to get hot. So the Yale Bulldogs improved to 6-2 overall, but more importantly for them, 2-1 in Ivy League play. As next up for them, they will head down or back to New Haven to take on the Penn Quakers in a huge showdown for Ivy League supremacy.